Welcome to the new episode of Quest. First, a look at the highlights. Interview with Controller Examinations, Dean Academic Affairs gives details about entrance examination, and 2-day seminar of Academic Staff College concludes. Now the details of these events with your host, Ubaid Shafi. University of Kashmir declared the result of BA BSc BCom third year in 20 days. Around 30,000 students had participated in the final year examination, the result of which were declared in January. The final year pass percentage stood at 70%. Quest team, while congratulating Controller Examinations Professor Abdul Salam Bhatt, asked him what steps he took to ensure that results are out in 20 days.
One, we reduced the transit period for evaluation of our answer scripts. We would usually start the process of evaluation after 12 to 15 days of examination. This time we decided that let us start it after 7 days of the completion of first 7 days of the examination. So once that was done, we saved straight away at least 1 week. Second was that we, for the first time, introduced 3 additional evaluation centers. The 3 additional centers that we created this time were located at Government Degree College Anantnag, Government Degree College Pulwama and Government Degree College Baramulla. Because the evaluators from Baramulla, Pulwama and Anantnag found it convenient to evaluate answer books in their respective districts, which otherwise would not have been possible had we just concentrated on say 2 evaluation centers. Third is that we augmented the human resources of our automation section. I must add one more factor. That is, we have developed now new software which is in operation for 2 consecutive years. This software is very quick and far more efficient than the one which we were using earlier.
He said that university is keen to declare the result of final year earlier so that academic calendar is not disturbed.
Third year result is directly linked with the PG entrance examination, which usually starts in the first week of March. Therefore, our students must have sufficient time to prepare for the entrance test, and most important factor is that they must feel psychologically relieved for the preparation of this entrance test. So sooner the result is out, declare, better it is. This is the one most important factor. And second is, over the period of time, we have allowed revaluation of answer scripts. Now, revaluation last year we had 23,000 students at the third year level, out of which some 4,000 students applied for revaluation. This time around we have around 30,000 students. We are expecting about 5,000 students to apply for revaluation. Statutory we have to give 15 days to the students who are interested to apply for revaluation. After that, examination system itself needs around 20 days to get the evaluation of these thousands of answer scripts and to declare their result. Therefore, that is the second very important factor why we are so keen that the result must be declared either in the beginning of the February or better it is if it is declared in the last 10 days of January.
He assured students that the declaration of result in 20 days will not be an aberration but a standard procedure.
If you look at the declaration of the third year result, some 5 or 6 years back, we declared it around towards the end of the first week of February. Since then, we have been gaining in each year 2 to 3 days. Last year, we were for the first time in a position to declare the result in January 29th. And this year, we have further gained 2 days. We have declared it on 27th. I am confident that we will be doing it, we will be reducing the declaration time period gradually in the years to come till we reach the target date of around 15th of January.
Professor Bhatt said that university is trying to develop a system of transparency, and for that many initiatives have been taken.
Now we are moving towards this process in 3 phases. First phase we have already started, that any student who is interested in the Xerox copy of his or her answer book can get it. We don't deny. Second phase, we are targeting that all those students who are interested without resorting to RTI, all those students who are interested at the PG level, professional level, We will be providing the Xerox copy for all those students, and I am sure that we will start it during this year because the proposal has already been moved. A couple of bodies have to approve it. Once it is approved, then we will start the second phase. For the third phase, we need, yes, some more infrastructure. Right now, we have almost 3 lakh students associated with our examination system, and around 17 to 18 lakh answer books are consumed annually. Now, if we allow Xeroxing of any candidate for any examination, with our present resources, we will not be in a position to handle it. So the phase second will be starting shortly. Third phase, it may take us more time.
Professor Bhatt said that the result of BA, BSc, BCom first and second year will be declared soon.
I am confident, my team is confident, capable of declaring it within this month, towards the end of this month. At least the second year result, we have already targeted that we should declare it towards the end of this month itself. About the first year, we will try to declare it in the first week of March. But other things remaining the same, weather permitting, it is our desired, cherished goal to declare both the results within this month itself.
Now that the result of final year is out, most of the students will be aspiring to join university for higher studies. It is an important milestone in students' life to be admitted for postgraduate courses in the university. In this connection, the Quest team went to Dean Academic Affairs, Professor A.M. Shah, and posed before him some queries.
Just to give you the tentative, the schedule. The schedule is this, that we will be issuing the notification for admission in the second week of the February, and then the entrance examination will start 1st of March or 2nd of March. We are starting that, or will be notified that properly. Right now we are waiting because the result has been declared that some in cases or the result of some candidates is later on, and we have requested the control examinations to process those cases, and there are some results which I have been given to understand regarding the BA, BSc, BCom, BCA, BBA, they have been declared, but MC, MP, BIT, they are also under process, they will be declared. So once this whole process is complete, within the second week we will be issuing the notification for admission.
Professor Shah said that most examinations for various PG courses will be held in the month of March, while for diploma courses and other integrated courses, entrance examination will be conducted later on.
First admission will be for postgraduate programs. Then we will give them, issue another notification, then they can apply for the diploma program or certificate program there. But some courses, their session will start later on. For example, MBA program, because MBA will be MBA, MFC, integrated MBA, BA, LLB. These programs all reflected in the prospect. Their admission will be and had started. We will start that process later on, because we will be basically looking for the candidates that they will have. They will first of all go for option A, and then they will be having option 2. Plus, we are basically some programs like MBA, the tourism management, and other programs which we have MFC. We are thinking in terms of going, because there's a national pattern from them. We are following that pattern. For that, a certificate notification will be issued.
He said that all aspiring students, particularly those who come under category, should keep their certificates ready.
Because we are not going to entertain any plea that my certificate is under process. This will be very clear to people. If a candidate has a certificate on that particular date, his form will be accepted, otherwise it will not. Some people are applying under supports category certificate. This is not the certificate provided by some agency outside the university. Obviously, they must have got a certificate for that, because it is mentioned in the prospect who should issue a certificate. But for supports category candidates, it is very important they should contact the physical director of the University of Kashmir, because then on the basis of certificates which he has obtained, he will issue a certificate. That certificate will be entertained by the university. This is regarding that.
Professor Shah advised students who have secured their degrees from outside the state that before filling up forms, they should verify their degrees from academic section of the university.
He is basically supposed to contact the academic section of the university and seek clearance or equivalence of that certificate. Because if he has not obtained that, because on the last and submits a form on the last day, then it will be very difficult for him that his form will not be basically entertained by the university. Because there is a process for giving the clearance or there's a process for equivalence, that's very must for them. They should do that so that they are able to apply for that.
Dean Academic Affairs said that students seeking syllabus and questionnaires of the past need not to come to the university, as the same can be downloaded from the university website.
We have basically uploaded the previous question papers of many years on our website. So candidates should go, when they download the syllabus, they can also download the last years of question papers of previous years. That will give them an idea.
He cautioned aspirants to read the university prospectus carefully before filling up the form.
Because it is a mechanical system. Because if they make a mistake in applying, maybe their form will not, because nobody is manually doing these things. The point is, which they have to understand, is that there in the prospects, as well as when we will issue the notification, will be given them. These are the steps which you have to follow when you apply for the entrance examination. Once they go to the website, for example, and go and click that admissions, then he has to go by step. Then he will give hard copy to the university. We will be identifying where. For example, we are right now planning to have in the north, we may ask candidates to go to north campus. In the south, we may ask them to go to south campus, or in the university at some places. So this will be reflected in our notification. They should go and deposit the form there. They should check the status after 2 days. If there is any difficulty, they must immediately report to the Dean Academic Officer's office that where this is the problem, my form has not been uploaded or my status is not now clear. So we will be in fact attending to that on telephone. It's not necessary they should come here.
The Dean Academic Affairs also advised aspirants to state clearly their choice of study centers.
Because, for example, some courses are offered at different places. Let us presume, for example, we have a chemistry. It is on the campus as well as it is in the SP college. They must meticulously see, if they are not interested to go to SP college, they should not give the choice. But if they are interested, but they have not given the choice, later on we may not be able to consider them. So candidates must see the program is at which place, then give the choice. Because what we have observed last year, a candidate with higher marks came to us later on that he was not, the lower candidate with lower marks was admitted in women's college or in our south campus. This was because a higher mark candidate has given only one choice, that is University of Kashmir. Later on he comes and starts fighting that why I have not been taken at women's college or why I have not been taken at the south campus. So this was because he has not given choice for that.
About the declaration of entrance results, he said that the key of every paper will be uploaded within 24 hours on the university website.
If we start from, let us say, 1st March and all examinations are done by 10th or 12th of March, we'll be declaring the result on 12th or on 13th or something like that. Because what is our purpose in that, not to declare daily, because we basically, a candidate is applied at 2-3 departments. So somebody is applied in botany as well as in zoology as well as in chemistry. If we will issue the list for botany today, zoology after 2 days, this will be difficult for him to make a choice. We will be issuing the list after the termination of the examination process, let us say on 12th of March. Then the candidate has a choice. He may select, if he is selected in all the 3. We will be basically within 24 hours or in the evening we'll be uploading the key. Then we give 24 hours to the candidates to go through this key. If you have any objection about a question, then we ask them to, in fact, electronically on telephone or basically through our email, inform us about a question. Then we convene a meeting of a committee, and then that committee decides that whether the objection about any question is correct, or we call experts. And if they say that there is some problem in that answer, we obviously take a decision about that. And once the decision is taken, then we upload the final key.
Clarifying the mode of payment sheets, Professor Shah said that only those students will be considered for admission under payment category who took part in the entrance examination.
Candidates appear for the entrance examination. Admission will be only for the free seats. So once that process is over, we will issue another notification. But this will be a notification for the candidates to apply against payment seats. Means this will be only for those candidates who appeared for entrance exam. Means, for example, if we have 10 seats, let us say if we have 10 seats or 5 seats in chemistry department for payment seats, we will be basically issuing a notification. Candidates will apply, only those candidates who appear for the entrance examination, and admission will be exclusively on the basis of merit of those candidates who have applied for that.
For those students who do not qualify the entrance examination, the Dean Academic Affairs advised them not to get disheartened and fall trap to thoughts.
If they are not able to manage it because there is a limitation, then they should obviously think in terms of other campuses where we have the PG programs, because whether it's a North Campus, South Campus, or any college, they can apply there. And we have then some diploma programs. We'll be launching then some diploma program or some certificates. And then if they are not able to get it here, or somebody is interested to go out, I would like to advise the student, they must see the university which is a recognized university. Because we have already issued a notification, in fact, in the newspaper, which degrees are recognized, which are not. For example, I will quote an example, that we recognize degrees, for example, through distance mode from IGNOU and MANO. From other distance mode, degrees are not recognized. Similarly, for example, if a candidate has done even the degree from a recognized degree, but through franchises in Srinagar or in Jammu or in other place, so that degree is also not recognized.
The two-day seminar cum workshop on management development in higher education organized by Academic Staff College concluded. The seminar cum workshop was held for the college principals and academic administrators. The valedictory function of the seminar was held in the committee room of the administrative building of the university. Director, Academic Staff College, Professor Farooq Fayaz presented the welcome address.
During the 3 technical sessions, some 13 papers were presented by eminent writers, and those papers were deliberated upon from a focused strategy on wide variety of themes pertaining to this title, Management Development in Higher Education. And among the participants, there were certain issues, those were raised pertaining to the management development in higher education. This is the time wherein the college principals and the academic managers, they are confronted with number of problems and issues in a scenario that is being characterized by the expansion. We only provided a forum to the managers or the academicians wherein they deliberated upon on a wide variety of themes.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmed Rishi, while stressing the need of management in education, said that the institutions are known by the people who work there.
Finances alone are not going to matter. Those of you who are from science background, current science is considered to be one of the best journals that comes from the Institute of Science. Balram is the director of the Institute of Science. He is its editor. He wrote in the recent editorial that money alone is not going to actually change the fate of the institutions. He says that unless and until you do not have that culture of dreaming big, doing big, isn't it? Till then things are not going to change. And he gives a very good comparison of certain of the institutions in India which have very liberal funding, but still then they are not able to do the type of work that institutions in Europe, institutions in USA, institutions in Germany do with lesser funding. That means funding alone is not an issue. If funding would have been an issue, then these institutions in India should have also been doing exceptionally good, but that doesn't happen. But that does not mean that we can work without funds. Funds are there, but in addition to funds, something else is required.
Vice Chancellor, Islamic University of Science and Technology, Professor A.R. Trag, who was the chief guest on the occasion, said that a teacher has to be the role model for his students.
My all respects go to all those teachers who have been actively involved and directly involved in this sector, who have kept this flag very high. If you see, the number of colleges has increased. Almost maybe from 30 or 32 it has gone this time up to 72. Everybody praise your communication skill, your seriousness, your submissiveness, your etiquette is also, whosoever goes outside the student. That is basically our teachers in the schools, in the colleges, most of the teachers, they are still discharging their duties sincerely.
Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical, Dr. Gir Muhammad Ishaq conducted the proceedings of the seminar. With this, we come to the end of today's program. Log on to our website emmrckashmir.com to watch the latest episode of The Quest. Send us your suggestions at quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are few words of wisdom. Emotional outbreaks are not conducive to a rational examination of events. They engender collective fantasies, veil the truth, and lead to sectarian behavior.